presentation, so you'll be glad to hear it has 4 slides. We're going to look at problem-based learning, which is a way of collaborating with your colleagues, your peers, in order to find answers to, or solutions to problems. So rather than me stand at the front of the room and tell you stuff and explain how things need to be done and feed you the information you need, there's, I think anyway, more chance that you'll be able to find the information you need and take it in and synthesise it and understand it more if you find the answers for yourself. It also means that the pressure's off me and it's on to you. So rather than me being a teacher, I'm going to really sort of be coaching you through this project. So this is a problem-based learning project, and this is a little film that I've just embedded. Hopefully, by the time this project's over, and I'm not just doing this to experiment with you as guinea pigs, so that's good fun. Hopefully by the time this project's over you'll have enough understanding and enough evidence to be able to go and write your 1500 word assignment quite happily without thinking, oh crikey, I don't understand any of this. Because those assessed learning outcomes that you've been given are the assessed learning outcomes for this module. So this is going to give you all the evidence that you need to be able to go ahead and write your assignment. The groups of 4 that I want you to go in, you're going to choose. But there is one rule, and this is the only rule I'm going to set. I don't want groups that have got 4 people from the same subject area in. I want the groups to be as diverse as possible, because the more diverse the groups, the more wide-ranging the information you're all going to find, and the more evidence you'll have to write your assignments with. Yeah? And the more arguments you might have, and that's always fun. So find your own groups, but don't end up teaming up with lots of people in your department. So that means choosing wisely. Go for it, move, do it.
But if you do the second point, you've got to review them to know what you need to find out.
So
you've got to start with them, so until you know what you've got to find out, you're not going to know how to remember it. You've got to have a starting point, haven't you?
I would do it, but I would do it in my own head and just sit down and ask to do it.
I heard that. I only videoed the back of your head though, Tracy. You will remain anonymous.
And even we did it ourselves,
got it. Well, focus, I suppose, regarding sport is football.
You know those like flippy colours that she's got, and then just
Wide
look
range of
through, so
subjects,
say it was like
psychology, nutrition,
significance of equality and diversity issues for assessment learning, like maybe set up to side, or like in some of my classes it just comes up. So just,
it's like a test,
and
but
then
it's
if anyone's got that people age, like putting like stuff together, like if we all had different clips to put it together.
we get to do some different years.
I don't know, but I'm not very good at computers, so I don't know why I'm suggesting video and things. I just, the only way I can think of like, because you're we know it did it say, like Mark,
So what about
and you're good, and we know that all having to get Mark,
until we know what they're on,
so we know they've got to go in there, because we know they're there.
Just get in the back of your head again, Tracy.
That's fine, and my roof's subject.
No, your hair looks lovely. So does yours, Gary.
Oh, thank you. My roots are shabby as well.
They are a little.
Use these and how they're used. So they said what you need to think about is can everyone participate?
Again, so that's a written visual of what we do.
Yeah. So that one, we just get evidence on assessment things that we do that prove that
It's an artistic shot.
inclusive. do whatever way you want.
It's a peer assessing then, so surely we'd have to do something that is
Or observations, how you start to do something. You just got lesson plans and you highlight a bit. Yeah, so you have resources that were assessing. Do you think that's sort of one that you probably
That kind of sense, or
Go for it. So basically, if we all choose an assessment method that we like to use and put it in the middle of the table in a sense, write what we think about it, how we use it, and then we can all swap them and then try them in our own areas.
I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm going to be seconded out of my area for the whole of, well, from sort of now until the end of April.
Well, if that's the case, couldn't we
I'm not going to be involved in any training.
couldn't we do a version of a micro teach though, where we assess each other differently then? If that's the case, if you didn't have a chance to do it, we assess each other using each
Or couldn't
other's
you just
assessment
simulate
method.
it in some way in your own time?
No, because simulation wouldn't.
are you around in the county?
Basically, there's a new communication system being introduced. I've been seconded to bring it into Cornwall.
Okay,
So
brilliant.
I'm going to be.
If there's time, I have lessons that I do now, which is like dealing with accidents and emergencies. So you could always come in and do a 20-minute micro teach, and we could assess that way if that was fine with you. In part of my lessons, to sort of to get some feedback, to get.
And I'm doing healthy living.
Yeah, we could always.
So you could come in and do a guest speech in mine. And does anybody need gardening?
But I think that could be a good way of sort of trying each other's ways of assessment. And then we kind of discover, was it good, was it not good, would it work?
That's it. Can it be improved?
And even if it could be even better if we could rotate those things rather than just swapping once. If we could actually rotate the whole process and each of us have all 4 different assessment methods, evaluate that, present it into a book in some form of booklet and how it works and doesn't work within that area. And I'm being filmed. And therefore give a guide to assessment methods in a very easy, compact, rather than a 48 slide.
So we can all come up with the significance of equality and diversity issues for assessment, because we obviously will do various of learners.
And that's doing everything, because we're being equal and diverse, we're evaluating and improving assessment, and we're developing a range of theories.
A on those 6, so we will be assessing each situation, each way, each method of each assessment.
And we're evaluating it by producing that booklet in itself. High five, we didn't need to ask you.
We're just listening about what the others, thanks. Feedback next week.
Are we presenting at the end? Are we presenting this to the whole group, or is it just got to be in maybe like a portfolio form, or
Any form that we like.
is it just for
What would you like to do?
We were thinking about doing a more demonstration with having some maybe video clips and some PowerPoint, and then interacting as a group in front or alongside it.
We could do a demonstration with the whole group, get everyone involved, and just do like a task. I mean, say we're looking at
try and
quality and
establish
diversity,
all
give
of
everyone the
those.
same task maybe. If we're looking at quality and diversity, and then somehow incorporate so that it's unfair, for some people, like even a standardised test or something. And we can look at something that we can
like
incorporate
long-term
everyone
and
here.
But if we do that, could we not try and think of one
What's Web
method?
2.0? Things like Skype, Twitter, Flickr, Moodle even, so those sort of applications.
That's what I mean. If we could get like an activity,
That maybe conquers all of that in one hit.
I think so. If we get like an activity, get everyone to do an activity which incorporates informal and formal assessment
At
that
different
highlights
times.
the different, the diversity issues. From
Yeah, I think that's really cool. But it would be hard to think of that perfect activity.
Yeah, I know.
And also it'd take the pressure off us and put the pressure on them to go somewhere else. That might be good, but I should just get into the right activity.
Yeah, I was just thinking of the right sort of skills. I mean, get them to sort of work on a task and have like a standardised formal assessment.
And maybe
So informal.
We could even do 2 different, like, say, I'm more than a suspect.
I mean, I've got one of mine.
So I could be the sort of throws and thoughts,
You know, I remember mum feels the same as you.
today. Throws might be
You're all going, aren't you?
It's too early to stop. It makes me excited to both the standardised